My name is Bolade Awoson, the CEO of Adamant Counseling Services. We are on to a segment on little foxes. Little foxes that destroy the vine. The vine here is marriage institution. And the little foxes we are talking about are things that destroy marriages. They may be small, they may be big, but when we allow them in, they cause damages. And today, I'll be talking about loose tongues and confidentiality. Loose tongue and confidentiality. Loose tongues, a habit of talking too much about things that are private and secret. Unrestrained tongue, irresponsible in speech and given to gossip. You say anything, you don't care who is listening, you don't care where you are talking. You don't care if you are in an open place. You don't even want to know who you are talking to. Maybe the person is a talebearer. Loose tongues. Confidentiality, the state of keeping or being kept secrets or private. The state of keeping things in private or in secret. Something told in confidence or in secret. Confidentiality is something that you are able to keep, in high esteem. Let me use that. In secret. Nobody hears it from you. It is kept away with a third party. You talk to somebody in confidence, believing that that thing will not be heard from somebody else. It can be difficult, but we still have people like that. Confidentiality, the state of knowledge of being held in confidence, the state of trusting another individual with private affairs or secret. Confidentiality is the keeping of another person or entity information in private. Now to my story. God ordained that in marriage, couples should find a place where they can share communion. Another heart to share the weight of the heart, and a pavilion the soul can run to for help and rest. It is not everybody that can live alone. We are meant to share. We are meant to live with somebody. We are meant to live in a community. And so the idea of sharing, the idea of talking with somebody else is not out of place. But who are you talking to? And that is where the issue of loose tongue and confidentiality comes in. It is not good for man to be alone. It is not good. There are times that you need to share. You are heavy burdened. You just want to let loose whatever you have in your heart. But many couples in marriage are alone because of hurts they have suffered, sharing their secret with their spouse now. Sharing their secret with their spouse, not even a third party. You find out that when a man and a woman cannot share with one another, then the idea of bringing a third party to confide in comes in. Because when you tell her before night falls, the next door neighbor gets to hear it. Or his mother gets to hear it. Issues concerning couples must be kept secret and confidential. It is very, very painful when who is ordained by God to be our confidant betrays our trust. Trust is very important in relationship. And when you talk of confidentiality, loose tongue, trust, hurt, it does not even have to be in marriage alone. It can be your friend, your bosom friend, it can be your neighbor, it can be your colleague. Anything can bind you together, and you expect that person, you want to hold that person in confidence. I can confide in you. It is an integral part of marriage vow. Trust is an integral part of marriage vow. If it must not be given out for any reason, the consent of the main person involved must be sought first. If information must be given out for any reason, the consent of the other person must be sought first. The devil you know is better than the angel you are just seeing for the first time. So people can be very, very careful, or people are normally careful of who, of somebody they don't know, and they are sharing with. So in this case, most of the time we share with somebody we think we know. We confide in them. We tell them our secrets, believing that whatever we have told them is kept in high esteem, is kept in secret, and you can trust that person that what you have shared will not be heard elsewhere. Now to my story. Freud met Amaka when he went on tour to another town. He went on an assignment, and he met Amaka there. Somebody introduced her to him, and they became friends. But in actual fact, the kind of job Amaka was doing there, she was introduced to Fred to pass the night with Fred because he went on tour, and he was not really interested, but he liked what he was seeing physically, and they became friends. He spoke with her, and he told her that he's interested in marrying her. Now, your past does not determine your future. Let me open the secrets here. Fred did not think of what Amaka's past was, but he was interested in making something out of her, that life can be better for her. She could still go back to school and become somebody in life. And so they got married. And where they lived is in a compound where we have other neighbors living there. And one day, there was a quarrel between Amaka and another woman in the compound. You know women. She was so quick to tell Amaka that, we know you. We are picked on the street. And Amaka was like, what? What do you mean? And she became sad. Because number one, she was not living in that town when Fred met her. And even if she was, they relocated. So she was wondering, how did a neighbor get to know her past? In her findings, she got to know that it was her husband. Of course, we believe that men don't talk, but when they are friends, they do talk. So they never got to know about Amaka's past. Maybe from her own husband, but the whole story came out from Amaka's husband, Fred. Amaka became very, very sad. She was hot to the bone. She became bitter. And this little fox, loose tongue, not being able to hold information in confidentiality destroyed their relationship to an extent. Amaka changed to her husband. And by the time the husband kept on pressing her, what's wrong with you? You're no more talking, you're quiet, you're cold. Fred decided to seek for an advice. He decided to open up to somebody, and the person intervened. Kudos to Fred, because he could no longer take it anymore, what was happening in his home. And it was during this there seeking for counsel that Amaka was able to open up that this is what the husband did. And Fred was shocked somehow, because he never knew that that information could travel that way. And he begged Amaka for forgiveness. She was willing to forgive him. This is another one. There is no way we will tell together that we will not hurt each other, that we will not offend each other, but where there is pure love, forgiveness, love covers multitude of sins. So the two of them forgive each other, and life started all over again. Loose tongue, confidentiality, forgiveness, love, they go together. There is no way we'll be in a relationship, either an emotional relationship or a casual relationship, or relationship within a family, as siblings, father to son, mother to daughter. We always offend each other. We should always give room for offense. And when offense occurs, let's be ready to forgive and move on in life. See you next time.